So it is a new year, and that means we're almost halfway through the Premier League season. I could wait for a couple more game weeks, but why wait that long? We're going to have a look at our Premier League predictions from the start of the season and see how we're doing so far with almost half the games gone. Second half of the season could be interesting. Let's have a look at what we predicted at the start of the year and see where we probably went horribly wrong. Enjoy. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now this could be the video that could push us over 1,000 subscribers. We are 11 subscribers away from hitting that 1,000 mark. We've been trying for almost a year now. I think about 7-8 months we've been uploading videos consistently on this channel. Well, apart from the last 2 weeks. I've been away with Christmas and New Year's and I've taken a break. Motivation wasn't there, but we're back for a new year, trying to get 11 more subs to reach 1,000. If you are new around here and not subscribed, please think about subscribing and click the notification button to be notified when we're getting our videos uploaded, which will be every other day or every day, hopefully, for the upcoming next few months, or at least the future. We're going to see how we do here for the new year. But anyway, on to our Premier League predictions. Around me, you guys can see the predictions, the table of what we predicted. We'll go one by one, though, first. We predicted bottom of the league would be Fulham. And I think they're on track for relegation. They have got 2 games in hand. They can, if they win both their games, go up to 16th place. But they are currently sat 18th. Only 3 places off where we predicted. It's not too bad. I think they will go down. They're winless in their last 5+ games. So I think they probably will. And below them in our league, we predicted 19th place West Brom. They're 19th place. They're on course. Slaven Bilic and Allardyce, the West Ham men, have done a great job of proving me right so far. Obviously, it's a long way to go. We have got 21 more games to go. We're just under the halfway mark. 2 more game weeks and we'll be halfway there. But they are 19th, second from bottom, 8 points. They are 6 points off safety, almost the halfway mark. I mean, single figure halfway mark from Sam Allardyce. It could be a bigger task than he's worked. It could be. I can't even speak. It could be a bigger task than what he's used to. I think they probably will go down, but I think he'll resign before they're relegated to keep his 100% perfect record. That's what I think anyway is going to happen. 18th place. This is a bit awkward. I said Aston Villa. I kind of take it back. They are currently set 8th. I must have mistyped 18th and put a 1 before the 8 accidentally. That was obviously what I'd done there. They're on 26 points. They got 2 games in hand over 6th place. They can go hold up. I'm looking at the table here. They can go 3rd place if they win both their games in hand. And I've put them at 18th. That's the only bad one I've done probably for the whole video. We'll see how perfect I am apart from that. Aston Villa, 8th place, doing very well, massively overachieving in my eyes from what I think they have done. I mean, to be fair, they've done a very, very good job. Grealish looking good, not carrying them actually, not necessarily carrying them, but doing very, very well. 17th place, we've gone for Brighton. Brighton is 17th once again. Longest live strikes again. Perfectly timed. 16th place, Crystal Palace. They are 14th place. So only 2 places off so far. Not too bad. I mean, I think they will probably stay around 13th, 14th. Did predict 16th, but they're a little bit better. Eze's looking good. Zaha's looking good this year. I reckon 14th, 13th, 15th place will be for Crystal Palace. We'll obviously have a look at the end of the season and see where these actually finish. But the halfway mark is a nice bit of fun to have a look at where they are finishing right now. 15th place, I said Leeds. They are currently sat 12th. I think Leeds will drop lower than 12th though. Come the end of the season, I think they'll be closer to 15th than they will be to top 10. Personally, I don't think Leeds are all that. I could go on a 10-hour rant about Bielsa and how Leeds hype in the media is an absolute disgrace. Don't dislike it if you're a Leeds fan. I apologise for that. I might do a separate video on it because actually it is genuinely really annoying me how everyone is praising Leeds for being below average and conceding loads of goals. And if any other manager done it, like look at Bournemouth and Norwich, they conceded loads of goals. They were called naive, yet Leeds have been called innovators and courageous. It's like, no, they're stupid. Okay, that's my small rant over. We'll get a video on it if you want to go. If you guys want to see it, comment below, leave a like if you want to see that video. But yeah, Leeds are 15th place. I predicted them 15th. They are actually 12th. 14th place, I predicted West Ham to finish, and West Ham have somehow overachieved to what I thought they'd do. They are currently top 10. I never thought I'd say it, 3 points ahead of Arsenal. If you told me start of the season, we'll see what Arsenal predicted earlier, later in the video where I predicted Arsenal. If you had told me halfway mark almost, 3 points above Arsenal, I would have not believed you because I thought Arsenal would be good. But that's a different story. But West Ham are currently sat in 10th place. We're only 3 points off 3 points off top 4 as well, which is mad. A lot of teams are on 29, 26 points, obviously. There's a long way to go this season, but 14th place West Ham, 4 points ahead of what I predicted. I'm very happy with that so far as a West Ham fan. I'm very, very happy with that. 13th place, we predicted Newcastle. Newcastle all the way down in 15th place. They've underachieved what I think. Had a good window on paper. On paper, they signed some really good players. I think they should be probably higher than 15th place. Is Steve Bruce taking them as far as he can? I don't really know. I don't watch Newcastle that often. I know he does a couple of dodgy selections. Some of the fans aren't happy with his choices and subs. That happens a lot of old English managers, though. A lot of the tactics, or British managers, because Moyes is included in that. A lot of the tactics and subs are a bit questionable at times. But he said they'll be 13th place. They are 15th. Still a game in hand. They can go up to 13th place if they win that game in hand. But doing okay so far, but definitely in my eyes underachieving. 12th place, for some reason I said Sheffield United. I spelled Sheffield United wrong as well on this graphic. I apologise. They're rock bottom, which is a joy to see. They are 12 points off safety. Lost 4 of their last 5 games. They're pretty much relegated, and it's a great sight. Sorry about that. Someone walked in the room as I was recording. So let's go back to Sheffield United. Spelled the graphic wrong. They are, I don't know what I was saying. I completely forgot what I was saying. I could do the question again, but I'll probably say some really important stuff that you guys want to hear. They are bottom of the league. They are 12 points clear. It's beautiful to see after the last Carlos Tevez saga years ago at West Ham. As a West Ham fan, not a massive fan of Sheffield United. I did put them higher up in the table because I thought they'd be bad, but not this bad. 12th place to 20th is a great sight to see. But let's move on to 11th place and see who we put there. 11th place is actually Arsenal on the actual Premier League table. They are, of course, only 6 points off top 4. They're not doing that badly, which is where we predicted them to be. We'll talk about that soon. 11th place we actually predicted for Burnley. Burnley are sat 16th place. They are about 7 points off where we predicted them to finish. Obviously, not even halfway through the season yet. Burnley are looking a bit not amazing. I'm not sure about them. I haven't really watched them too often, to be honest with you. I've watched bits and bobs of them. I haven't really watched Burnley. I'm not a massive fan of going to have to say I want to watch a Burnley game. They have won 3 of their last 5 games. An upturn of form by the sounds of it, by the looks of it as well. But I've gone for 11th place Burnley. They are 16th. I think they'll move up to the table before the end of the season. I don't think they'll go down. I think the bottom 3 right now will be the ones that go down. Maybe Fulham for Brighton. But I reckon they're the bottom 3 to go down. I think Burnley are safe. They are 16th place right now. We'll climb up the table, I reckon. They've got 2 games in hand, of course. Win those 2 games in hand, and they can go up to 13th place. Not 11th, but they're getting there. Now let's move on to our top 10. So, our top 10, let me find the actual graphic we used for this video at the start of the year. 10th place, we said Southampton. To be honest with you, it's not a bad prediction. I think Southampton obviously are 6th place. They are starting well. I think they'll fall off a little bit. I can't see them finishing top 6. They are looking very, very good. Obviously beat Liverpool last game week. If you guys are watching this recently, they did just beat Liverpool. At the time of recording, they beat Liverpool. So we put them 10th place. They are 6th. I think they'll fall down a little bit. I think they'll finish around 8th or 9th. I can't see them top 6. But overall, it's not a bad prediction. They can still drop down, but they're overachieved. Overachieved by quite a bit. 9th place. We said Leicester City. I think Leicester will finish top 6. I don't think they'll finish as low as 9th place. Maybe latest, the lowest they'll finish is 7th. But I think top 3 Leicester, I think they'll finish around 5th or 6th place. I can't see them finishing top 3 where they are already at the moment. But I was predicting 9th, kind of wrong, quite bad. Not the worst though, you'll see soon what our worst one is. 8th place, we said Everton. They are currently sat 7th. And of course, Aston Villa have got games in hand. So they can drop down to 8th place. So we're kind of spot on with there so far. I think they'll finish around 7th or 8th. I don't think they'll push into top 6. Ancelotti is looking good, doing very, very well. Still another season, I think, before they break into the European stages. But I think decent season so far for Everton. I think they'll be happy. Won 4 of their last 5 games. Obviously lost their last game. But I think Ancelotti's done a good job. Some decent signings. Will build the squad over a couple of years. And I think they're looking like they're making some progression. We put 7th place as Spurs. They are currently set at 4th place. Obviously, game in hand, they can go to 3rd place if they beat the game in hand. Leicester are 3 points above them. Now, I think they'll finish top 4. I don't think they'll finish 7th. I did kind of underestimate them a little bit at the start of the season. I thought Jose would do very, very badly. But he's got them working a bit. He's got them ticking a little bit. And I think they will probably finish top 4 there. 6th place, we said Wolves. They're currently set 13th. I don't know what's gone wrong with them. They're 7 points behind, 7 places behind where I thought they'd be at the halfway mark or the end of the season. Obviously, the season table can change a lot where I'm only halfway there. God, I can't speak today. First video back, and I've mumbled. I've not spoken. I apologise. Subscribe if you like this type of thing, I guess. 6th place Wolves, obviously our 13th place, 7 points behind where we thought they'd be, 7 places behind where I thought they'd be. Underachieved massively, not sure why. If a Wolves fan can let me know in the comments why I've underachieved or seem to have underachieved, let me know. 5th place, we said Man United. Man U are 2nd. I think Man U, they could go 3 points clear if they win the game in hand. They're a title challenge. No one's going to say it. No Man U fan wants to say they're a title challenger because they might lose it. But I think Man U have got the best chance to win the title for the next few years this season. This season's the year that Man U could win the league. Bruno Fernandes could lead them to a title. For the first time in, I think, about 4 or 5 years, I think. More than actually. Possibly more than 5 years. I'm not sure when the last time Man U won a title. Someone let me know in the comments. But they could definitely win it this year, for sure. We picked them 5th place. I think they'll finish top 2, personally. Coming into the season, I think they'll be top 2. Now, on to 4th place, and this is kind of our most embarrassing one. Saying that, 4th place, we said Arsenal. They're 11th. They are only 6 points off top 4. So they could turn it around. Now Smith-Rowe's playing and they're playing attacking players and some young players. Arteta's finally getting some results. They've won their last 3 games, which is a nice little bit of turnaround for Arsenal. Obviously the relegation battle memes were out in force. But I think they could get, I'm going to say they could get top 6, top 7. I predicted 4th place. They started horrifically. They've lost more games than they've won. Obviously level on points with Leeds, who I've been slating for the last half hour, or the last half of a year really, off camera. But 4th place Arsenal, they're 11th. I think they'll push up towards the end of the season. Obviously not for the halfway point yet, but I think that's not bad. It's a terrible prediction on paper, but I think coming into the year, I think we won't be too far off. 3rd place, we said Chelsea. Chelsea are sat 9th. I don't think Chelsea will get top 4 personally. I don't think Chelsea will now get top 4. I think they'll finish top 7. In my opinion, I think top 7 Chelsea. They are 9th place right now. Predicted 3rd. 6 places off where we thought they'd be. They are only 3 points off top 4. But I don't think Lampard's doing an amazing job this season. Done a great job last season. This season not done well. Signings haven't been that great. Werner and Havertz, obviously the main standout players there in terms of transfers that haven't gone too well. I don't think Mendy's a great goalkeeper. I think he needs to be upgraded soon, a couple of years latest. So I think Chelsea's business has been a bit weird this year. Spent a lot of money. Obviously, expectations of top 4. I thought Werner would kick the ground running, as did Havertz, but they haven't. So 6 places below where I thought they'd be. And on to 2nd place. I said Liverpool would finish 2nd this year, and obviously Man City to win the title. Liverpool are top, obviously can drop down to 2nd if Man U win their game in hand, which is pretty soon. Man U have won the last 4 out of 5. Liverpool only won their last 2 out of their last 5 games, which is unheard of for a Jurgen Klopp Liverpool side as of late. I think they'll win the league, personally. I think Man U have a good chance to win it, but I think Liverpool will have the experience in their squad of winning the league. I think Liverpool will come top. And of course, we said Man City would finish top. They are 5th place. They can go top of the league with their 2 games in hand. They can easily overtake Liverpool. They'll be 2 points clear of Liverpool if they do win their games in hand. They'll be 1 point behind Man U, of course. It could be a Manchester title fight, which would be quite interesting for the first time in years that could happen. I think Man City will finish top 3. I don't know if they'll be top 2. It depends how Man United fare for the rest of the season. If Man U fall off, Man City will replace them. But I think it'll be a tight end to the season for those 3 teams. Obviously, Leicester are in the mix right now. They won't be there to come the end of the season. But Man City could make a late title push and put it in the top of the league. They could well do it. We'll have to see come the end of the season where we think. Hope you guys enjoyed this sort of halfway on the new year Premier League predictions, reactions and review. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're almost at 1k subscribers, like I say, 11 off at the point of recording this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you all next time. See you later, guys.